Today, the tablet and smartphone market is saturated by two types of display. One is a backlit color display that provides really gorgeous looking experience with higher refresh rate with some insane peak brightness. And the other type is an e-paper or e-ink display that's easy on the eyes. You can read for a long period of time and also battery friendly since it's static and has lower refresh rate. But these two types of displays also have their downsides. For color display, obviously, using it for a long period of time, it would introduce digital eye strain. You will experience blurry vision, fatigue, and even losing sleep because of the blue light. And for the e-ink display, they're not as fast and fluid as a color display, usually around 20 Hz. Scrolling is difficult and also introduces ghosting. So this is where reflective LCD comes into play, a different experience and great concept, a perfect balance between colored and e-ink display. It doesn't have the problems that we will encounter using the two other types of devices, but at the same time, providing a different style of digital consumption. Today we're reviewing Paper 7 from Harbor Innovations, the perfect balance of eye health and great visual experience. Is it worth it? Let's start with the biggest selling point of this tablet, which is the RLCD. This is what we call reflective LCD, which means it doesn't have backlight to illuminate the screen. It uses natural lights of the surrounding and reflects back what's on the display. Paper 7 is not a 7-inch tablet. It's actually knocking at almost 8-inch. With that 7.8-inch screen, it's a 720 panel with all the functionality and feature of a typical colored screen. We got that fast 60 Hz refresh rate, 16.7 million colors with a sharp 164 ppi. Whatever you see on a typical color tablet, you have it on Paper 7 as well. I was pretty surprised with the performance of Paper 7. This definitely is different from the experience with what I used to. First, even e-readers have some sort of backlight to illuminate the screen. Paper 7 totally removes the backlight, so it feels like reading from a paper, a colored printed paper to be exact. It was a surprisingly different approach than a conventional display panel where there's backlight. It uses the ambient light of the surroundings to reflect the screen. It feels reading from a typical paper, book, or comics, and because of the reflective nature of the screen, the brighter the light that comes in, the brighter that you would see everything. So this is perfect for outdoors, which all color display have troubles with, and even manufacturers try to increase the maximum brightness, still incomparable with what reflective LCD can do. Also, tablets on a consistent peak brightness would also introduce a different kind of problem, which is the battery drain. So the higher the brightness, the faster the battery drain will be. Reflective LCD doesn't use any backlight to illuminate the screen, so even on sunny situations, you're using the tablet with a regular battery consumption. Also, this changed my lifestyle for the better. I've learned that using this tablet, I don't have to think about automatic brightness because I don't have that on the settings. And on the last few days I'm using this tablet, I'm kind of used to going to a brighter environment using Paper 7. And at night, I don't have this addictive urge to open this tablet, so I can sleep well knowing it's unusable on darker environment. But speaking of environment, somehow an e-ink display can mimic this behavior, especially outdoors, where you would still see the screen on black and white, but it poses a different type of issue, which is ghosting and slower refresh rate that affects the overall experience of using an e-ink display. E-ink and e-paper are perfect for just reading ebooks and maybe scrolling on the internet for static images and text, but as soon as you watch videos or play games, it will be unusable for most part. And even if the manufacturer throws a colored e-ink display, the slower refresh rate and ghosting will still not make the cut. This reflective LCD bridges the gap between the experience of having the need of a faster refresh rate to watch videos and other content, and at the same time not needing a backlight to illuminate the screen and just using natural light to provide that viewing experience. Paper 7 with that perfect balance between a smartphone size and a tablet of almost 8-inch with 16.7 million colors reflecting on the screen and that sharp 164 ppi. I'm actually sold out on the idea of using this tablet permanently for reading comics, ebooks, and even note-taking. Now, the design feels really premium with that metal sides and leather type texture at the back. It feels like holding a really premium device in my hand. If you ever held that expensive iPhone Air or Galaxy Edge, which is very slim, this is what it feels like holding Paper 7. It feels like holding a piece of paper or notebook with few pages. Only weighs 242 grams with a thickness of 5.5mm. That's crazy thin for a tablet that has 3000 mAh battery. This tablet is very minimalist. On one side, you only have the volume button and the microphone. On the other side, there's nothing on it. On top, we'll have the power button, and at the bottom, you'll have the charging port and the speaker. And because the placement of the power and volume button are on the top, there's no accidental press. At the back, you have a single protruding camera, so there's no LED flash. They really remove all the LEDs on this tablet. And in front, you have that reflective LCD with that small dot on top, which is the selfie camera. There's a bit of chin and bezel on the front panel, but that's also good because you don't have to worry about accidental press. You have enough room for your fingers. The build is really good, and you can also purchase a folio case that comes in two colors, cyan and pink sakura. To make sure you protect this tablet, the folio case also uses magnets, so this Paper 7 is magnetically attached to the case, which is really nice and minimalistic. The folio case doesn't support auto wake, but that's something that they can do on the next iteration. The cutout is precise on the cameras and even the sides, and the fiber texture prevents scratches on the screen, which is really nice. Now, checking the performance, this was intentionally built for people who enjoys reading ebooks and comics and watching content, but at the same time not losing your focus on playing hardcore games. On my benchmark test, I found out that this tablet is using MediaTek 8786, a 12nm processor that's very capable for full HD display, Wi-Fi 5, LPX4 memory, and 4G connectivity. Sadly, Paper 7 doesn't have 4G connectivity, so if you're relying on internet connectivity outdoors, you need to use a phone to tether internet for this tablet. On my everyday activity, I can still play good games on this phone like Mobile Legends, Subway Surfer, and Candy Crush. I have no issue playing those types of games. And obviously, other things like watching content and reading ebooks and comics will be a breeze because this processor is very capable of doing these types of tasks. It has 4 gigs of RAM, decent for multitasking, but go easy on it because it cannot open a lot of apps at the same time. Paper 7 is running on Android 14 out of the box. It's not the latest OS, but still has all the security features. Android 15 has the largest share of Android users with 20.9%, followed by Android 14 at 17.2%. So this OS is still very capable and widely used by Android users and very well supported by developers. I think that just having Android OS is already a plus if you're not locked on any OS like Amazon Fire OS. You got a fully working Google Play Store, which you can download apps. In terms of app availability and integrity, I don't think all the banking apps are downloaded on this tablet, so make sure to check. But sky's the limit for this OS. Whatever you have on the smartphone and bigger screen devices, you also have this on Paper 7. The camera is pretty decent. You got an 8-megapixel rear camera that can shoot great images on well-lit situation and scanning documents. This is more for productivity camera rather than a flagship type sensor for photography and vlogging. Image details are quite good. Colors are natural looking. You got a 5-megapixel selfie camera that's more for video calling. Again, with the type of screen that we have and the sensors, don't expect something magnificent coming out of the images, but more so serviceable. Now, in terms of audio, we have a single bottom firing speaker on this tablet. It's not the loudest that I heard from a tablet. The good thing about Paper 7 is it supports Bluetooth 5.1, so you can use those high-fidelity wireless earbuds or headphones, and practically will give you the same experience with more privacy. And I think one of the key selling point of this tablet, aside from the reflective LCD and the Android OS, is the battery life. Although it only uses 3100 mAh battery, but again, we don't have LED on the screen, so it saves a lot of battery. By just running on that reflective LCD, we will get a whopping 10 hours of screen on time on this tablet, which is twice that's what we have on high-end tablets and smartphones. We have a charging cable out of the box, but you have to buy your own wall charger. And on my personal usage, more or less 1 hour to fully charge the device. And lastly, let's talk about the added accessory, which is the Stylus. It has 4096 pressure points. And just to give you an idea, you have to charge this Stylus to make it work. It offers precise writing on the tablet and also is pressure sensitive for strokes. This is perfect for note-taking. Honestly, I wouldn't nitpick on the Stylus as much as other reviewers do, but I feel like having a stylus that works this way is a good addition. The fact that we can write on a paper-like screen makes it even better. So what's our verdict? This is definitely a game changer in terms of usability and performance. I can see a niche for those people who wanted to stay on a device that's eye-friendly, less addictive, and more screen on time for productivity and leisure. Sure, it might not be for everyone who loves all the shiny and fancy things, but for people who wants a tablet that's easy on the eyes and better performing screen on brighter situation, Paper 7 is a good tablet, and for the price you pay, makes it even better.